Coming up on Mountain News this morning, one Kentucky city is seeing a concerning uptick of fires at vacant properties. And we have some tips to help keep you safe as weather here in the Commonwealth begins to take a chilly turn.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good Tuesday morning to you. It's 6:31 on this cold Tuesday morning. I'm Dakota Makris. Thank you so much for waking up with us. And I just read a tease about a chilly turn, so let's turn it over to Brandon Robinson to talk about that chilly turn. And Brandon, it's quite a chilly one. Really, it is truly.
Exactly. So, 20s this morning, 40s this afternoon, so not a whole lot of movement today, even with some sunshine. But then the sky is the limit as we head toward the end of the week there, but we got to get there first. Let's take a look at our camera up on top of Whitesburg Pine Mountain this morning on US 119. No major action there in the overnight hours. Temperatures down to the 20s everywhere. Jacksboro's down to 28 now, tied with Prestonsburg for the warmest spot in the region, and Middlesboro, three-way tie there. 22 Monticello's our cold spot. Right behind them is Wise at 23 this morning, 24 Irvin. 18 Indianapolis. It could be colder there this morning. Myrtle Beach on the other side of that cold front still in the 60s this morning. Nashville's at 30, Springfield, Missouri's at 29, and the Big Apple at 40 this morning. Looking at your forecast for the rest of the day, chilly, even with some sunshine in those southern counties there, more clouds in the north, 42 our forecast time, 31 tonight, and some winter mix or some snow, a possibility thanks to a weak disturbance. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. The Louisville Metro Department of Corrections has seen 3 inmate deaths within 1 week, sparking concerns from civil liberty groups. The LMDC says one of the inmates died due to a prior health issue, which they were being given adequate care for. But now the Louisville Metro government, jail staff, and the ACLU are asking questions. Local police and corrections staff say staff shortages and inadequate care may be a cause.
1 or 2 people trying to handle a medical emergency versus 5 or 10 or emergencies at the same time frame. The staffing levels absolutely do correspond with the level of care that we're able to provide.
The governor's office and LMDC do not agree that staff shortages are behind the deaths, but they do acknowledge them, saying they are down 20 to 30% in workers. They also say 85% of inmates arrive with a drug-related health issue. Well, Sunday, an Illinois dive team found a truck with human remains in a McCreary County pond. The coroner says the team, known as Chaos Divers, found the remains in a pond just off of US 27 near the Strunk community. The divers took the license plate from the truck, and McCreary County Sheriff Randy Waters confirmed the truck belonged to Jeff Anthony Shepard. Shepard was reported missing on March 14th in 2018. The body was sent to the state medical examiner's office. A fire ripped through a vacant home in Ashland for the second time in less than 10 days on Monday morning. The fire marshal says they went 3 to 4 months without a single fire, and now they are seeing an uptick in fires at vacant properties. Brad Maggard, Ashland's fire marshal, says it is more common for crews to fight fires at vacant properties in the winter, as people usually are looking for a place to stay warm.
Hey, well, over the last 6 straight fires we've had in the last 2 weeks, 4 of them have been in vacant properties.
The cause of the fire is still unknown and is still under investigation. The fire marshal says you can help firefighters by keeping a close eye on those vacant properties. Monday night, the 35th annual WYMT Food City Basketball Classic, presented by Kentucky Farm Bureau and sponsored by ARH, tipped off with 4 girls teams in action. Our Zach Hawk caught up with some of the fans who were ready to hype up their teams.
The WYMT Food City Mountain Basketball Classic is back in Knott County, and fans filled up the building after limited attendance last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
We just want people to feel welcome over here at Knott County Central and try to provide the best basketball watching experience that we can.
During the earlier game, home fans looked to be sharing a good and enjoyable time, and it left them feeling confident moving forward.
Keep grinding, keep working hard. We're going to get this chip for the WYMT, and then we're going to get a 14th region chip too.
Each school plane brought some great fans, but Leslie County brought a little extra help and a lot of extra noise.
And we have the band here, so that makes everything else also better. And we have awesome cheerleaders and fans, so we have a good chance.
Most Leslie fans were feeling pretty good about their chances.
I'm for Leslie County High School, that's where I'm from, and I'm pretty confident we can win it all.
But for some, confidence is in the air.
I think they're going all the way to championship round. There's nothing like Leslie County.
Tournament officials said after seeing only a small number of fans last year, it was great welcoming a few hundred back to the Mountain Basketball Classic. In Knott County, Zach Hawk, WYMT Mountain News.
You can watch all the tournament games each night through Saturday on our second channel, Heroes and Icons, or stream them on WYMT.com. Well, before the games tipped off yesterday, folks gathered at the Mountain Arts Center to celebrate academics. Now, 108 high school seniors each received $1,000 scholarships at the Mountain Classic Scholarship Ceremony. Committee Chairman Archie Everidge says it was a great event made possible by the dedication of the community partners who make it happen for the kids of the region. Well, Christmas is less than 20 days away, and the Christmas shopping season is in full swing. Our Jade Saylor spoke with the local sheriff's department about safety tips to use when shopping this season.
While Christmas shopping can be fun, it can also be stressful. So it's important to be safe when shopping this holiday season.
Festive time of year, and you know, some people may let their guard down and become more vulnerable during these times because their mind set on other things such as shopping and family get-togethers and so forth. So we just wanted to remind people to be extra vigilant out there this year.
Knox County Sheriff Mike Smith offered some of his best tips on how to keep yourself safe.
As far as shopping, you know, try to shop during daylight hours and shop with someone.
Even if you feel you are in a safe environment, it's always best to be aware of your surroundings.
When you're going to the car, make sure you get your keys out prior to reaching your car. That way you can gain entry quickly into your car. And try to carry large amounts of packages with you. And just be aware of your surroundings.
If you're shopping with children, it's better to have a plan in place before you arrive in case you get split up.
You know, if you have children with you, you know, in those large crowds, always make sure they got your cell phone number in case they get separated. They could contact you. And always tell them before you go in, you know, a certain location to meet at.
This shopping season is expected to be more crowded than last year due to the pandemic, so be sure to plan accordingly. In Knox County, Jade Saylor, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, and of course, remember, it's always better to get your shopping done early rather than waiting until the last minute to avoid the biggest crowds. Well, for those traveling along Interstate 75 in southern Kentucky, listen up. Some lane closings will begin today. Officials with the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet shared that overhead sign work will cause several lanes to be closed. On southbound lanes, the closings will begin at mile point 38.2, and on the northbound lanes, the closings will begin around mile point 40.7. And this week is the Winter Weather Awareness Week, a time that encourages people to prepare in case we experience severe winter weather in the upcoming months. Although experts are predicting a mild winter, Dustin Jordan with the National Weather Service says it's never too early to prepare for snow or ice storms. Jordan says if you lose power in your home, keeping a generator, extra food, and medicine on standby is beneficial leading into the winter months.
You know, everybody wants to run out and get the milk and bread, right, during winter storms. But, you know, think about things that are going to last longer, that are non-perishable, especially if you lose power and things like that.
Winter Weather Awareness Week will continue until December 11th. We have all the safety tips you will need to know for upcoming months on our website.
And DJ right there talking about all those things that you can be prepared for and to be safe for, because there's still a lot of winter. We're not even into official winter yet, so we still got a lot of winter weather potential to go. Cold this morning. We're going to continue to see that here at 640. Temperatures in the 20s area-wide and still falling. So again, it's going to be one of those forecasts that we're going to have to continue to watch here. Breakfast forecast, you get your bowls out this morning. Cold start to the day. Temperatures in the mid to upper 20s in most locations. And we'll see a mix of sun and clouds as we head deeper into your day. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you very much. The time is now 6:40. Still to come here on Mountain News this morning. A new study suggests that the COVID-19 pandemic may have had an impact on diagnosing cancer here in the U.S.